Hi everyone, welcome back to Zoom tutorials. In our last tutorial, we looked at setting up the settings in Zoom to go for all of our video or all of our Zoom meetings. And today we're going to look at the specifics of actually scheduling a meeting. So there's a couple places you can schedule a meeting. Once you've logged into your Clever and you're into your Zoom account, you can schedule a meeting from here, or you can go to the meetings, and then there's a scheduling spot here. When you click on meetings, it's actually going to show you all the meetings that you have for each day. And you'll notice here that on my Mondays, I have my odd periods, and then on my Tuesdays, I actually have my even periods. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So for scheduling a meeting, you just click on this here. And what that's going to provide you with, an opportunity to put a topic, and I'm just going to go example. And you put your description of your meeting there. And now don't worry too much about this, just get a general gist of time of when you want the meeting to be, because we'll set the specifics when we're on the Google side so that they match the calendars for our Google Classrooms. So for this one, we are going to be doing a reoccurring meeting, and we'll go ahead and set this meeting up to start on Monday. So we'll do, say, our 7th period. And so 7th period actually starts, I believe, at 12:15. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 12 because it's pretty close. And then it's an hour and 30 minutes roughly. It's a little less than that. This isn't going to be as important because it doesn't matter when it starts or when it ends. It's the link that we're really worried about. So get a general idea there, and we'll set up more specifics so that it tells the kids exactly what they need to know here when we go to assign it to our Google calendars. And then reoccurrence. It's a weekly reoccurrence, so it's going to be on Mondays and, of course, Wednesdays. And you can set this for whenever you need it to happen. And then, or if it's office hours, it's Monday through Friday, right? And then you can decide when to end it. So let's say Friday the 27th is when you want it to end, or November 6th or December 16th, right? And then if you want it to only happen 7 times, you can click there, depending on what you're looking at. Then you do not need to click required registration because that is part of the settings. If you do happen to have a student ask you about a security passcode, you can access that passcode here, or you can also access it once you make the scheduled meeting by clicking on the meeting, and then the passcode will be down there in the details. Always turn my video on and turn the student's video off. And then for audio, I click that both telephone or computer can be used in case a parent telephones in for a meeting or something that I've assigned. And then also, I automatically record my meetings and I put them into the cloud. That allows me to not have to worry about hitting record, remembering to record, and then it also allows the opportunity for the students, if I have a student who missed because they had an appointment and they let me know, so then I can actually grab this recording and give it to them, and then they really haven't missed a ton of class because they're able to see what happened during the Zoom. And then if you need to assign any alternative hosts, maybe a co-teacher, and then if you need interpretations done, which might be important when we are setting up conferences. Then you hit save. All right, now that you've done all of this, you are going to have your invite code here. If that's all you want to do is set up on Zoom side and you don't mind coming back into Zoom every single time that you need to access a meeting, or if you want to, not have it show on your calendars or to show the students when their classes are, you don't need to actually do this next step. You could just grab the invite link and be done. So copy the invitation. It's going to give you the information here, and yeah, sorry. I was just making sure that the actual invitation link is there, and it's right here, join the Zoom meeting. And so you can copy that, or you can just copy this specific link, which is probably better. Copy the link only and then put that into your Google Classroom. However, I like having it set up and on my calendar so the students can see it, and it should import into their Google Calendar if they have their Google Calendar set up for each of their classrooms. So I'll show you how to do that. So what I do is I click on my Google Calendar, or you could do this for your come to me for a second, Outlook, if you're an Outlook user. But what I like about this is this allows me to actually pick which class I'm assigning that specific link to. And I'm going to go ahead and assign that link to my Central Biology class. And it's a pink little dot here. You could change the colors, but it's going to tell you it didn't work, and then you have to change it on the other side. So just stick with the color they have, or change it through Google Calendar if you want the different colors. But what you need to make sure is that you've assigned it to the correct class here. Once you've done that, you're pretty much good to go, and you can hit save. Now what that's going to do is that's going to put it on your calendar, and you'll notice here I have all of my classes on my calendar with this specific times. Then my kids can see it because it's attached to that Google Classroom. If you go to the next week where I have our class, the example here, you'll notice that I have it all listed out. It has the Zoom meeting, but I'm not happy with this time. I'd rather it be really specific to that 7th period time. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the event. And I am going to change the time to be the exact time class starts. That way my students really see the exact time, and hopefully if they have their notifications turned on, it tells them, hey, class is getting ready to start. And it should be until 1:35. All right, and all that information is still the same. So when I go to hit save here, I want to make sure this and all following events, and I hit OK, and we're good to go. So let me just jump over, and sure enough, I've changed the time. So now it matches the actual period that is on our hybrid schedule. What that will do is when you go into the class itself, so for our shared Bio Central main page, if the students were to actually click on this, they probably would only see their classes that are attached there. So only their Google Classroom classes, and they will see that you have the time set up. All my classes are here because all my calendars are clicked off. This is just a great tool, an extra add-on to help communicate. If you have questions about that or anything related to that, I actually have these calendars for each classroom posted on my Google class or my web pages, so then parents can kind of see when class is supposed to be. I hope this helps. Have a good day.